Part of Victoria Island. You're listening to your number one station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's Health Thursday right here on the Morning Crossfire. And of course, today we want to hear from you. On Tuesday, the world celebrated World Patient Safety Day. It's a day set aside all over the world to talk about issues about that have to do with the safety of patients in sectors in different countries in the world. All right, and it's celebrated every year, World Patient Safety Day. It's celebrated every single year, a day set aside by the World Health Organization. And this year, the theme for World Patient Safety Day focused on improving diagnosis for patient safety. So they have a theme, get it right, make it safe. Get it right, make it safe. That's the World Health Organization. It's a big deal around the world. In Nigeria, it's always marked every year, at least in recent times. Last year was well marked under the first few months of the Tinubu era or administration as federal government. In Lagos State, the state government also had an event yesterday, on Tuesday, or was it yesterday, to mark the day where the Commissioner for Health had something to say. Look at what Lagos State is doing. In fact, last year, the celebrations for World Patient Safety Day culminated in the creation of a policy on patient safety in Nigeria. Policy on patient safety in Nigeria. Now, I've looked across, the internet, and I've seen, some of the stories, people have shared about their experiences in the hospitals. So we want to talk about patient safety in our hospitals and generally in the health system in Nigeria. What has your experience been like as far as keeping patients safe is concerned? For instance, this year they're talking about wrong diagnosis, which is very important. Where you get to the hospital and then you are wrongly diagnosed. Then they give you medication for something that may not be what is wrong with you. I've read some stories. Real story. Someone went to the hospital, was given a drug for mental illness when she wasn't mentally ill. I've been to the hospital before, and I said, okay, I had one or the other. So it's malaria. Just give malaria, and didn't even test me. And I wasn't satisfied. So what stories you have? What are some of the experiences you've had as far as patient safety is concerned? We've had things like, I went to the hospital, they did surgery on me, and they left, what do they call it again? Some of the equipment, the surgical equipment in my body. They didn't take it out. I've had that before, and it's quite scary. Please call and share your stories with us because we want the authorities to understand how the situation is. Okay, so please call and share your stories with us. Numbers to call 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993. That's the number to call, 0201 277 0993. You can also call, this is a special number for our female listeners, 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. It's the number to call. Okay, I think the Lagos State event was held yesterday, not Tuesday. But World Patient Safety Day was marked on the 17th of September 2024, which was Tuesday. Patient safety is very important. Very important. It simply means keeping patients safe. Whether it's about diagnosis, whether it's about the treatment of the patient, whether it's about the cleanness of the environment, whether it's about safety during surgery. There are lots of stories out there. I want to hear from you. I won't waste any time. Let's go straight to the phone lines. We'll do some more talking after I take your calls. 99.3, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome. Please turn the radio set.
Good morning, Sir Kofi. My name is Ikechukwu.
Oh, my.
I just want to share a personal experience.
Welcome.
I was brave.
Yeah.
In a particular hospital, I went there to see a doctor. I had malaria, I think. Then the doctor now, in the course of our discussion, I noticed that he recommended 3 different drugs for me. When I went to the pharmacy, I was given only 2. In fact, the main active drug was not included. I was not discussing with the nurse who dispensed the drugs. She was arguing with me that it's only two. In the course of our discussion, the doctor that made the recommendation came out and I asked what was happening. I told him. He now looked at it and told me sorry, and now went and brought the drug. So if I wasn't very careful while discussing with the doctor, I would have left with those two drugs. After taking them, of course, the problem will still continue. In the same hospital, which another thing happened, which actually made me to not to be going to that hospital again. I went to this doctor and discovered that I was having neck pain. One of the drugs he recommended to me, I reached him, I took the drugs and discovered that I was having very strange symptoms in my body. Then I want to cut the story short. I now went back. I went to the pharmacy because that particular drug, one of the drugs he recommended, they said they didn't have it in the hospital. I now went to pharmacy shop and bought it based on the recommendation of a pharmacist. So I now went back to that pharmacy and told the pharmacy that I was taking this drug. Look at what I was having. He was surprised. He now asked me, do I have epilepsy? I said, no. He said, do I have epilepsy running in my family? I said, nobody has epilepsy in my family. He now told me that drug is for epilepsy.
Oh, my God.
That doctor made very wrong recommendation of drug, which I bought from the pharmacy. So I just made this statement now for people to be very careful when you are going to hospital, when you're discussing with a doctor, and then at the point of dispensing the drugs to you. Thank you very much.
Man, you are quite vigilant, I must confess. You're quite vigilant, and that is very important. Let's take another go. Thank you for sharing your story with us. First-time caller. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Welcome. All right, Adeshawa, go on, listening to you.
Me too, I have a personal
okay,
because I think last day when I took my baby to the hospital.
Okay.
Now, I'm always conversant with something. Since the essence of doctors and medical team, I've always been very, very careful. I know maybe it's just a discerning spirit in you, I don't know. But this particular day, my daughter was diagnosed of malaria and typhoid and everything. So the nurse that wanted to pull the syringe and everything, they wanted to give her 15 milli. 15 milli for a 10-year-old child, whereas it's supposed to be 5 milli. No, so when he was drawing that injection, I was like, who do you want to give this to? He said that it's for your baby now. I said, how old do you think my baby is? He said, is it not 15 years? I said, no, she's 10 years. She has to withdraw that syringe, that amount. I know if they have given it to her, when I went to Google that thing, if they have given it to her, that will have just arrested her heart. Straight.
My God.
So we need to just be very, very vigilant about it. Although the workload is much, I won't dispute that, but we have so many auxiliary nurses around now. So that's my own point.
So was it a nurse who was about to give you that?
Yes, it was about to give her. Yes, it was a nurse that wanted to give her. The doctor actually wrote 5 minutes. I mean, my own eye doesn't go away from my file or anything. I always look at everything. I think I'm a doctor. If someone has already asked me before, are you a nurse? I said no. I just want to be vigilant because I saw 5 minutes and I know how it is on a syringe. I know how it should look like. Not that I tell thank God. Thank you.
All right. No be small. So this is coming from a nurse, an auxiliary nurse, who was out to give a higher dosage than it should be given to a child. Adeshwa says she had to go to Google to check it out, and so that it was not the amount or the doses that should be given to a child. Wow. So we're talking about patient safety. We want to hear from you. Please call. All right, please call, because patient safety goes beyond diagnosis. There are other aspects of it. While this year the WHO is looking at diagnosis, feel free to talk about other ways your safety as a patient has been compromised, or someone you know, even if it's outside a wrong diagnosis. 99.3, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
So if that call did not go,
hello, good morning.
Call. How are you?
Hello, is
Kofi Bartels.
Is someone there?
Someone is there, Jare.
Okay, what's your name?
This is Ambassador Musba here.
Are you fighting with me?
I'm fighting with you.
Oh yeah, come studio now, make we fight.
No, I meet for Rivers now. Go and meet Rivers.
No,
that's a better place for me to fight.
No problem.
Water is closed.
I'll arrange boys for you. Yes.
No problem.
Ambassador Musba, where are you calling from? I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm calling from Mushi, as usual.
Okay.
You know, to make Kofi Bartels, you know, when it comes to good hospital, there's a lot of tension concerning in my own aspect. You know, sometimes I went for optical department to do some tests. You know, there are these tests they used to use to temperature of the eyes. You know, you open your eye and they put these things there to test, to measure the pressure of your eye. You know, sometimes this nurse want to do a test for me. You know, it press. You know that is like it will be on your eyeball, short terminal, and the minimum of pressing. I don't know how it press it. You see the heat on my eye. It's like put nail. Short terminal.
Like what?
You overdo it.
Like what?
You know, those who are listening to me now, who have done this test, will know what I'm saying.
Okay.
They will measure the pressure of your eyeball.
Okay.
This will press direct. You open your eye, they put it direct on your eyeball to do some test, the pressure.
Okay.
And there's many not pressing. You know, you just do pressing gradually. This not pressing that I feel the pain like, I almost wept. I rushed out. See my red. You know, sorry. I overdo it. Overdo what? Sure, stamina. At times, look, go to hospital. You put your heart to make pressure that what is going on there. The outcome of the place. Then to be very careful. You know, my cousin was operated sometimes. I forget the particles of the operation. They sew it together. After the operation, 3 months later, they discovered that some particles what they use for the operation still remain in the womb. They're going to do another operation to remove it. Just time, they need to be careful. Who they approach outside, the way they approach you, you know, it had more to your pain. I think the executives of this job, some nurses are not doing the job at all. They're not meant to be a nurse. Honestly speaking, I'm not sincere with you. So, maybe to go on broadcast or selling paper. So
was this person an eye doctor or a nurse?
Yes, no, he's a nurse. So the director, when I'm raising my voice, so someone come and just appeal to me to just tell me appeal on her behalf. Just I mean, I don't know what they did to him, to her, but honestly, I don't want the state of our mind that I don't know.
Ambassador Musba, you've taken almost 3 minutes. I want to thank you for your time and for sharing your experiences. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who don't know, he is visually impaired, so you know, you can understand that he went to have his eyes checked. 99.3, good morning. Sorry, please call back. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, please turn off the radio set where you are. What's your name?
Yes, I've done that. I'm Rosie. I'm calling from Ikeja. Calling from Ikeja.
Go to hear from Rosie. What's your experience?
Okay, yes, my experience was this year, January. So my son came back from school and he was having severe stomach pain. So I took him to this hospital that we use. And immediately he explained to the doctor the kind of pains he's having. And the doctor told me that because we entered together. So the doctor told us that he's having appendicitis. I said, appendicitis. I said, oh, doctor, okay. Please, can you allow us to run a test? He said, okay, we should go. They now referred us to the lab. So we went to the lab, and the result came out as malaria. I now laugh. I said, God, somebody would have just gone to the theater, you know, for operation, not knowing that it's actually malaria. So when I got to myself, you see, that is why most times when you go to hospital, don't agree with whatever the doctor says. Insist on, you know, going for tests, because most times they will say their experience, when you have stomach pain, it can be appendicitis. It's not always the case. I am not a nurse, but based on my experience, I always insist that I should go to lab for test before any drug is given to me. That's my experience.
Wow. And this was in a hospital, right? It was not in a pharmacy or a chemist shop.
No, hospital. After explaining to the doctor that this boy has been having pain, this and that, though I didn't give him any drug, I said, let's go because he just returned from school. And he told me, I asked him, have you been experiencing this pain? He said no. And the boy was just rolling on the bed. I said, okay, let's go to the hospital. So we got there and we explained to the doctor, this is what, normally when you get to hospital, you have to tell the doctor what is wrong with you. So my boy explained to the doctor that he's having stomach pain. And
so it was not appendicitis. Thank God you had a presence of mind to insist on a test. Thank you very much, madam. I hope your boy is doing well now. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you calling in. All right, patient safety, ensuring patient safety in Nigerian hospitals. Of course, World Patient Safety Day marked on Tuesday, 17th September. And the focus for that day this year was on keeping patients safe from wrong diagnosis. The theme, get it right, make it safe, improving diagnosis for patient safety. And of course, one of your stories, not just on wrong diagnosis, but generally on issues of patient safety, because patient safety can be compromised in many ways, including, by use of counterfeit or substandard medicines, hospital cleanliness. Like one hospital I went to, with my wife, and I saw rats everywhere in the ward. Rat to come and look at you, smile, and then say hi, take a selfie and go away. So how can I have a rat in a hospital, private hospital? If government hospital, we're used to it, but private, my God. So hospital cleanliness is part of it. Medical or surgical errors are part of it. Errors like what have happened to this woman's son. I've heard stories of people who've been operated, like Ambassador Husbal said, someone who was operated on and they left the equipment in there. Someone went to have see a doctor with back pain. Without any test, the doctor said you have malaria. Wrote what do you call it again? Prescription for him, malaria, and that was it. And the back pain could have been caused by something else, maybe stress, I don't know. It says malaria. No test though. Oh my God, let's read some messages. We'll take more of your calls. By way of messages, this one says, please, the doctor's writing too should always be consider their writings. They don't usually make it clear. It will be like only the pharmacists or nurses can understand it. They need to be writing their prescriptions clearly. Ibas Creativity sent that in. All right, Ibas, thank you very much for your message. We'll take more of your thoughts shortly.
Conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
If not tea, up for garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Oh yeah, pay your money from the back. I beg, I don't get change, yo.
Conductor, take the money.
When I don't come again. Where I won't find change for this big money now?
Okay, just take the money.
Auntie, I don't get change, yo. If you know say you don't get change, you better calm down now.
Calm down, boss. No need for change. I go pay for everybody inside this bus. Plus you and the driver self.
Cash, madam. You get money, yo.
No be so. I just want to share the goodness. In fact, soft drink. Bring one Malta Guinness for everybody.
It's always a good time to share goodness and spread positivity. Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the party you've been waiting for. The Life's a Bitch Party. A party like you've never experienced. Featuring amazing music performances by King Maddie.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? My name is King Maddie.
Magix.
Hey guys, it's your boy Magix.
Tapes. Also featuring top Nigerian creators, including Amma, Miss Dams, Pella. Come experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Your host is Tacha.
Your girl Tacha is right here.
Life's a Beach Party will take place September 21, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. at Beach Club, Lekki, Lagos. Register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Bitch, proudly brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. 18 plus, drink responsibly. Life's a Bitch, live it up.
Every morning, na better chance to carry your hustle go higher level. So, make you start your day with the correctest of Nescafe. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine meaning.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abi?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said hfm.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Social well-being. But let's delve deeper. Health is the heartbeat of life. It's the rhythm that keeps us moving forward. The pulse that echoes our vitality. It's a symphony of balance and harmony, resonating in every aspect of our existence. Health is a silent conductor, orchestrating the dance between the body and mind. It's the energy that propels us towards our dreams and aspirations. It is the foundation upon which we build our futures. So, what is health to you? Join me, Kofi Bartels, this and every Thursday for Health Thursday, 8 a.m. on the Morning Crossfire as we explore important issues affecting your health. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The right diagnosis at the right time is the basis of safe and effective healthcare. By contrast, diagnostic errors can lead to serious harm and even death. Diagnostic errors are responsible for 16% of preventable patient harm. They can include missed, incorrect, delayed, or miscommunicated diagnosis. As a result, millions of people experience avoidable suffering every year, putting a huge burden on health systems and increasing healthcare costs. Reducing this risk takes collaboration between health workers and managers, policymakers and regulators, civil society and the private sector, and importantly, patients and their families. Together, let's get it right and make it safe.
Oh my, some statistics and of course information message there from Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, who is Director General of the World Health Organization, as the world marked World Patient Safety Day on 17th September 2024. Of course, we talk about health every Thursday, and so we're marking it today ourselves. A diagnosis identifies a patient's health problem, and to reach a diagnosis, WHO says patients and their healthcare teams must work together to navigate the complex and sometimes lengthy diagnostic process. You see, they put the burden not just on the health teams, but also on patients. And of course, they are saying that errors, or it involves discussion with the patient, examination, testing, and review of results before reaching the final diagnosis. Discussion with the patient, examination of the patient, you do a test on the patient, you review the test results, and then you reach the final diagnosis, and then you treat. But in the case, I've had an experience where I go sit down, I say, I have this, they say, it's malaria. Go. You know what I'm saying? And so you have said it. No test, examination maybe, discussion, yes, sometimes no examination. You even sometimes feel the doctor is in a hurry, you know. I want to hear from you. WHO says errors can occur at any stage and can have a significant consequence at any stage of this. The first one stage is discussion with the patient, second stage examination of the patient, third stage testing of the patient, and fourth stage reviewing the test result before you reach a final diagnosis, and then you treat. And then you treat. You have to go through all these stages. And WHO says errors can occur at any stage and can have significant consequences. Even, I'm adding this, death. We've had stories. WHO says delayed, incorrect, or missed diagnosis. Delayed diagnosis. Incorrect diagnosis. Or missed diagnosis. You missed it.